Yeah.
Do you feel women have enough resources and programs in college, for extracurricular activities like dancing and other um, creative outlets?
Women, I guess it depends on what school you go to because I'm not sure what no other school has, but I'm not aware of any schools that have like a dance team besides the team for the sports. You
Yeah,
know, the dedicated team for that. I'm not aware of no other school that has like a dance team outside of that. We had auditions for it and everything.
yeah,
Like we was legit starting a whole dance thing aside from being on the CSU dance team. Um, Columbus not Clayton. I just gotta let y'all know that. But anyway, um, so I don't think it is a lot of opportunities to do other things outside of the dedicated sports programs. I mean,
yeah,
besides flag football, I played flag football too.
yeah,
That was fun, but not everybody in the sports.
yeah,
So maybe for somebody who like art, it ain't no like art program or nothing that I don't think it's a lot of ways that you can express yourself at these colleges. You just gotta do it on your own.
yeah. Well, what was your major?
Exercise science.
Okay.
So with that, I could do like athletic training or physical therapy, and that was the goal. I wanted to do athletic training. I actually wanted to be an athletic trainer for the Atlanta Falcons. That was the goal that I was going for. But I don't want to go to grad school, so
Yeah.
nah. Maybe later down the line, maybe not, because I'm pretty sure I'll make it big before I go back to grad school. So
Yeah.
um, that was the goal, but I'd rather act and dance.
Okay. So talk about graduating and moving to Atlanta.
Uh, okay. So, like I said, I started college when I was in 11th grade. So by the time I actually graduated high school and it was time to go to college, I only had 3 years left.
Yeah.
So that was my goal: graduate college in 3 years, so I can go ahead and move to the next step. I did that. Um, that was a kind of a tough road because I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Some of them classes, I had some C's in some of them classes, but hey, C's get degrees, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was tough. I had my times where I was like, man, now hold on, I might lose my scholarship if I don't pull it together.
Yeah.
But I didn't pull it together because I need that.
Yeah.
And ended up graduating when I was like, I officially graduated in June, but I walked in May. So, graduated a little bit late, but whatever, still graduated. Before I even graduated or got my degree or whatever in June, I had already found a house up in Atlanta.
Yeah.
I ain't buy no house now. I was just renting. I ain't trying to flex or nothing. I ain't nah.
Yeah.
I was just renting a house, but I found a house up in Atlanta in May. At the time, the person that I was with, we moved into that house together. And so before I even graduated fully, I was already in Atlanta. Like, I'm ready.
Yeah.
Come on, send me my degree so I can go on about my business. So, yeah, it wasn't too much of a hard thing. It was just moving all my stuff from Columbus to Atlanta. That was the hard part. That U-Haul is expensive.
Yeah.
So, it was fun though. I'm actually glad I made that move. Like, and honestly, I don't even know if I would have been able to get to Atlanta as soon as I did if I wasn't dating the person I was dating, because you're gonna have on bills.
Yeah.
Okay, I can afford that. Cool. But maybe it would have took a little bit longer if I was by myself, but everything worked the way it's supposed to work.
And in college, you played Delta Sigma.
I did. Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. Woo. Yes. I did. I pledged Delta. I did that. That was something I always wanted to do. I grew up. My aunt is the only Greek in my family. Well, besides me now, but she was the only Greek in my family, and she was a Delta. And I always loved the idea of everything she had going on. So I'm like, I like that. So you start doing your research and looking into it, and Delta is the way I went. So that's it.
So talk about, the transition from, growing up in Macon and going to college in Columbus and then moving to Atlanta. Like, what's some of the similarities in the cities and what's some of the differences?
Every city small.
Yeah.
Every city small. Macon small, Columbus small. Atlanta still small, even though it's small. Yeah. Everybody know everybody. It's no matter where you move, it's always gonna be the same thing. You're gonna find the places you like to go. You're gonna keep going to them places.
Yeah.
That's everywhere. I mean, I get it. I wanted to move out of Macon too. Everybody, have that moment. They be like, man, I gotta go. But even if you move somewhere else, it's gonna be a different scenery. But it's gonna end up being the same thing the longer you live there. Yeah. You gonna, dang, I see you everywhere. Yeah. Dang, you over here too? Oh, you know my friend? Like, it's the same thing.
Yeah. Talk about, just, what were some of the first projects and some of the first, people you were meeting in Atlanta and networking out there when you first moved up?
I think my first real networking group came from being on set of Uncle Drew. And that was the movie with Kyrie Irving and Shaq and them playing the old people. I was on set of that for like 2 weeks. Still, I'm a little background person. Maybe I ain't nobody.
Yeah.
I was on set of that for like 2 weeks, and so just like in high school or anywhere, people start forming their cliques that they hang out with. So we on set, and I had a little clique. We had a little. This is who we always sit with. This is who we always hang with. And we learned a lot about each other. And to this day, we always hang together. One of the guys I met, they actually helped me babysit my daughter. Like, that's how cool we got on that set. Like, I still call them, hey, how y'all doing? Actually, just text me today, just checking up on y'all. Yeah. So that was the first real group of networking that I had that helped me branch out. Ooh, child. That helped me branch out to other opportunities, because one of the guys, he's a filmmaker. I started doing acting classes with the other two guys, and this other girl, she's a fashion designer now, and that alone was like, okay, this is lit. We actually doing something with our lives, even though we little extras down here. So yeah. What was the question? Something about
first moving to Atlanta, we get into, after you graduate and, you getting out there.
Yeah, so that was the first group I met, and from there, just going places. When it comes to trying to get somewhere, you gotta go to the places where those people are that you already want to be. So for me, wanting to be an actress, let me go to these sets. Let me figure out how to get on these sets so I can see what's happening. Wanting to be I don't know. I mean, you just gotta figure out where those people are and start hanging with like-minded people. So that's what I started doing. Dance classes. Let me go to dance classes so I can meet other dancers who gonna put me on other opportunities. Okay. So that's really what it was, a big old networking circle, and that's the only way I've gotten to do the things that I've gotten to do, because I network. I made friends with people. So now it's to the point where if something's going on, I might, or somebody got a gig or something, hey, Ashanti, are you available this day? Can you do this for me? Yeah. Sure. Sign me up. What we doing? I'm getting paid? Cool. Let's go. So, yeah, that's where it started.